Hey, let's get this gig started.
I was thinking that'd be too loud.
Can you hear the music?
Nope, can't hear the music.
Welcome everybody. As always, we pick up where we left off, and we
It's always something.
And
whoa, I think you need to turn yourself down.
I left that to you to figure out. I don't know how to work all this jazz business. Look at how low I am.
No, use your actual.
Oh, this?
No. In your settings.
I don't have that control.
Oh, what? A Mac's not fancy enough to do that?
Hold on.
No, you have to go like into your sound settings on the computer.
I will do that.
And I can still hear myself through your microphone. This is why I said too loud.
We did. Calm down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the floor. I'm driving crazy already. So if you have any prescription strength to leave nearby and you live near me, just go ahead and
get here at 7, she said. I'll be ready at 7, she said. We can make sure.
Better?
I don't know. I can still hear myself.
Can you hear me?
Now I can't hear you at all.
So if I do this one, is that too?
It's better.
Okay, we'll leave it there. It's because I talk loud.
Probably.
I'm black. And now everybody can see that I'm black. You know why? Because the lights. It's not going back and forth. Oh, there we go.
What is even happening? I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Anyway. So we've been gone for a little bit. Now seriously echoing. I can hear you in my ears. Ladies and gentlemen, we came up with a plan on Monday to be improved. Here we are not improved.
Like I said, get here at 7, she said. I'll be ready.
I set everything up. And you tested the mics before we started?
Right, but when you put two of them together, it's a little different. And now I'm hearing myself through that.
I can't sit any further away from you because my headphones.
Oh my god.
This is great. This is so fascinating. So, you gonna try it without the mic?
Is that better? Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
I can. I mean, you can?
Yes.
Is that better? Okay, well, I'll just take my headphones off then because I can hear you.
Oh, that's fine.
Then that's all that matters. Oh, fuck.
Anyway.
Good.
So back for season 4, 3 months. I think that's the longest break we've ever taken.
I think so. There was just so much going on that it was like, it was just insane. There was just so much going on between moving and pageants and, you know, and all sorts of shit. Like it was just insane. So there was no way that between everything that was happening that we were going to be able to do this at the same time.
Oh, why not?
I'm sure there's
some people asking themselves.
Oh,
why can they do it all at the same time?
I want to see other people do what we do with everything that we do.
With full-time jobs.
Right, because the full-time job thing is
a little bit
sort of a novelty in the drag world. It needs to have a damn job.
Hi, Patricia.
Oh, hi, Patricia. Hi, Miss Jimmy. How are you?
Yes. Patricia thinks that, like I said earlier, that the mic might be picking up on here.
Okay, we'll take the headphones off then. If you pull,
I can't hear. Can you pull the white one?
You can't hear? I'm right here. What do you mean you can't hear? I'm right here. Can you suddenly not hear me? Oh, see, that's not going to work.
What if we mute it?
Probably.
No, we don't have to hear ourselves. We just
But now we don't know because Scotty's in here. So we don't know what people can and can't hear.
Oh, he's not watching.
No.
Pictures. That's good. Thanks.
I mean, I guess it must be working. No, it's plugged in. Stop. Don't unplug it. It needs to stay in. Because
so we'll just sit here and hopefully you guys can hear us. You'll let us know when you can hear us.
By the damn logo.
I believe you.
And yes, I am. I'm also sitting way in the front. Like, what is this? This isn't even centered. What is happening here, Felicia? What?
I don't know why you're way over there.
I don't have anywhere else to go.
I'm way over here.
Yeah, look where my chair is. Would you like me to sit? Would you like me to sit in your lap?
Do me a favor. Sit closer.
I can't sit too much closer.
The mic moves. You sit closer because I didn't move the chairs from yesterday or Monday. Oh my gosh, there you are.
Oh, good. Now I'm even more covered by the thing here.
Let me move.
No, look, I'm still over on the side. You didn't move that, but you did move the monitor. The monitor is what's different. Can you hear us, Scotty? Fuck.
So do I need to take this?
No, because then it's going to echo.
Is it still? Plug the headphones back in. It is.
Otherwise, you would be able to hear us.
Because I muted it.
So, okay. I don't know. There's always something. Didn't I say, look, and I'm still covered by the, it's the monitors because you were fucking with the monitor. The monitors, it may not have moved the chairs, but the monitors, I can't.
Is it still happening?
Otherwise, you would be able to hear us. Because I muted it. You know what we're going to have to do, which we would have figured this out, of course, had, she'd been ready at 7 o'clock, like she had said, but, that's fine. Get ready when else.
You know what? Stop your bitching. Stop your bitching. You're a man now. Stop bitching. Oh, so it worked out. Yay! We eventually figured out. We appreciate your help.
Oh my god.
Running with 2 pairs of shoes with no heels. Hello, Richard. So nice to see you chatting with us. We finally got it figured out, I guess.
Well, sort of. Anyway, we'll see.
I should not be hearing myself. Well,
I don't want to have to hear, but I don't really have much of a choice.
So we're good. While we were off, Freddy moved.
I did. I moved from Mesa, like less than a mile away from Felicia, up to Central Phoenix, which is good. Because I'm now in, I am in the hood and I'm around people and I'm back in civilization, which is really nice.
I'm not people. I'm an animal.
Felicia's just mad because I can't take her to every show now.
I never went to every show when you were.
Every show that we happen to be in together. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See.
Mm-hmm. But anyhow, we helped him move into this nice little quaint apartment.
It's a house, bitch.
Oh,
no apartment. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody below me or on top of me.
Well, now that you know.
I'm just gonna.
Anyway,
fuck.
I also traveled with Patricia Mason to EOI Nationals, and I didn't get the bug this time, but I really experienced what it's like to be a dresser.
It's hard work. That's one of the things that
it wasn't her fault at all because I had never been a dresser. So
Patricia, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Had Felicia attend my How to Train Your Dresser workshop that I had
it was more
last year, then then it might have, she might have been able to better handle things.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
I didn't even put my jacket on. I'm like, what am I doing?
You want to do that now?
I can try that. Yes.
Why am I put together and you're all apart?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to fix the sound.
This was all set up before he got here.
This might have been set up before we got here, but Felicia herself didn't actually sit down until about 5 minutes till, when I'm like, hey, things aren't really working. Could you come in here for a minute? Yeah, in a minute.
Talk on these things. I already fucked this up.
You're not supposed to lick it, Felicia. Not supposed to put your mouth on it. You
talk into it.
When they say eat the microphone, it's figurative, not literal.
My mouth's not big enough.
Did you guys miss us? Why am I doing this for a 4th season? Somebody tell me. Who the hell you gonna replace me with?
Never thought about it until you just said something.
Nobody. Everybody's seen the show. They know.
Patricia got makeup on?
They think. Oh, that'd be so awesome. It would be great. I'm gonna do it, and then
that have been guests here know better than most what goes on behind the scenes, because they're out here talking to you, and I'm kind of just getting ready. But we also did some shows together, even though some of them we didn't plan.
What did we do?
We did a show together, though you were hosting and I was. And I totally went outside of my imaginary box. Trust me when I say I have, even though I'm a thinner sort, I have a body issue that I do not like to be like
naked.
Yeah, I don't. I can be naked at home in my own, like.
Hey, you know what? That's better than me. I really can't be naked at home. So
why?
Because I got body issues, yo. Yeah.
I try not to look in the mirror, and then but whoever says that people don't have body issues, they do.
Oh, absolutely. There's anybody that's a myth.
And I will gladly post this article that I found that says something about men insecurities about their body.
Actually, a whole there's a whole photo essay type thing that a photographer did with men and their body issues.
So we are just gonna keep on proceeding. I'm not gonna bother with the music. We're gonna, because I don't know what's echoing, what does, what doesn't.
We don't know what plays and what doesn't.
All I know is that they can hear us and they can see us, and I am so excited to be here.
I guess that's something. Oh my god. Oh.
I was getting bored.
Were you?
So the first Wednesday we stopped doing this, I was like, oh, god.
You started getting ready.
Yeah.
Because there was something that we were.
Was it a Wednesday?
It was, because there was something that we were doing. Or there was something that we were supposed to be doing, or something, and you were like, "Oh, I don't have." Like you came home and started getting ready.
What was that?
I don't know, but it was like the first Wednesday that we were off, and you actually started getting ready.
Oh, that's right. I was like, we don't.
Right, there was no show. Right, there was nothing.
I started getting fully ready and just go ahead and
and just do it. Oh god.
We're doing that.
Oh, that would have just not been okay.
If anybody's interested in sponsoring Just the Tip, go ahead and hit us up on Facebook, and we'll give you a spot. Really, our We haven't even made any. So if you want to sponsor Freddy's spot,
what would be even like better is if I could find like a like an adult store or something like that. Like
those.
Even like a lube company or something, if they would be willing to like sponsor, that would be amazing because then I could try things. Well, I suppose then I'd have to have somebody to try things with.
Well, don't sign me up for that, kitty cat.
Yeah, I guess. Speaking of having somebody to try things with, you see that? That's called a segue.
Oh,
segue. It's a segue. Not just a little
fancy school you went to, right?
Watch out. See, it's a segue.
Hashtag Freddy learned something.
Bitch. Anyway, tonight, my Just the Tip, it's more of a discussion point as opposed to a tip, depending on one's point of view. But I...
make this stay on you.
Okay, we can do that.
There you go.
Here we go.
So just
okay, so we'll just look over here. So I was listening to a podcast the other night, and...
Let's give them credit. The one that sounds all sensitive.
No. It's Sex Nerd Sandra, and she's awesome. She's really fantastic. She was a sex educator, and now she's
sex educating us.
Right. She's got podcasts, and she's great. So that podcast actually is what inspired me to talk about this, because I was like, not everybody is in a relationship. Not everybody wants to be in a relationship. So
I am proudly in one.
You are, yes. I am not, which I'm okay with. I have no issue with that. People are like, "Are you going to start dating?" And I'm like,
"For what?
I don't know what.
For what?
How do you do? I don't. I'm like,
where do you put it?
Right. And I'm like, I'm not sure. Like, I can go out with people, but I don't know where to go from that. Like, I don't. As far as logistics, I feel awkward, really awkward, and I'm like, I don't know. So anyway, so we're going to talk about friends with benefits, and you've got so everybody, you see friends with benefits, and you think, fuck buddies. And there's actually a difference between friends with benefits and a fuck buddy. A fuck buddy is someone that you really have no sort of emotional attachment to. They're not really a friend. You don't hang out with them. They're a booty call. You
call them every once.
Right. You call them and, hey, let's do this, and they roll up and you do it and they leave, and that's fine. There's nothing outside of that. There's
you don't get lunch.
No, there's no lunch. There's no dinner. There's no anything interesting that would no.
Chipotle or something?
No, there's nothing. You just do it, and then that's it. That's done. But a friend with benefits, is someone that you someone that you hang out with. It's someone that you can go to the movies with, you can go to lunch with, you can go hang out with or whatever. But there's also sex.
Oh,
right. So it's not just it's not just fucking and that's it. You actually have a relationship with this person. It's platonic in the sense that there's no feelings. I'll get into that.
Okay.
I'll get into that.
You'll get into it?
Oh, shit. Okay, so there's some pros to having a benefit. If you're too busy for like a relationship, like for like a monogamous relationship, if you're
we have to tell people there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Make sure that you're not actually committed to somebody before you decide that you want to go ahead and move on.
Right. If you're in a monogamous relationship, don't be shady. But if you're a student, if your work is busy, if whatever it is, if you're busy, you just really don't feel like you want a relationship, or you don't feel like you're in a good spot for a relationship. Some of the pros are, you can go and get your rocks off without having to deal with all the messy relationship shit. You don't have to worry about whining and dining and, oh honey, how was your day? And let me listen to you. And but sometimes you don't want that. And if you're busy and you don't really need
So
to,
you're
you know,
saying like people that are like actresses and actors that have a good profile,
the fuck are you talking about?
like people that are busy, like lawyers.
Oh yeah, why not? Have a friend with benefit, not a fuck buddy, but a friend with benefit. Because it's I mean, a fuck buddy's fine too, but in terms of friends with benefits, it's someone that you can, you know, you can still, hey, let's go do lunch or whatever. You can see them on your own time and on your own terms, but still get the sex and stuff involved. You know, it can be fun. Because you know that you have somebody that you can go to lunch with, or you can go to movies with, or you know, you can go catch a show or shopping or whatever. And if, you know, if the mood is right and it strikes you, hey, let's go back and, you know, let's get dirty. Okay, great. You know that you like the person that you're fucking, which is a plus, because even when you're in a relationship, you don't necessarily like the person.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've been there.
Why would you be in
That's, you know.
people?
And then with a fuck buddy, you don't really get to know them as a person. You know, you're just like, whatever, just screw and then be done with it. Friends with benefits is a good way to, you know, have somebody and be able to have that sort of you know, sexual relationship and that intimacy without it really interfering with the rest of your life. So, like I said, if you're busy or whatever, you still can have that and not have to worry, you know. And it's also, and this is from, you know, someone that actually had a friend with benefit actually said that, you know, it's a way to be close to someone that you love and someone that you care about, but where a relationship isn't an option. Like you care about this person, but you know, in terms of like romantic relationship,
yeah,
it's just not gonna work. You're not compatible. You're great in the sack. You're compatible in the sack, but not gonna work.
Not cutting it.
Not gonna work.
It's like the American Idol thing for relationships.
Right. I mean, you're just not, and that's totally okay. You're allowed to care about somebody, and you're allowed to love somebody, and know that you're not right for a relationship. But hey, you know what?
You are loved.
If the sex is good and you guys can do it, why the fuck not?
But what happens? What happens? Because you know there are these people, and they may be watching, that are like, I'm totally down with just like sleeping with them, hanging out with them, but we're not together. And then they start falling in love.
That's okay. Now we're going to get to some of the cons when it comes to friends with benefits. One of them is, depending on the friendship, it can kind of weird the friendship. You both have to be.
Before you go on,
yes.
Do people do this with friends they've known for like 20 years, or do they do this with like brand new?
It all depends. It all depends on the individuals that are involved. It can go either way, really. I've known people that have known, like they've had friends that they've known for decades, and it's one of these things where, like, you know, they live in the same area, but when one of them goes into when they show up, when they go visit, right? You go and you visit or whatever, and you do your thing, and that's it. You still stay really good friends. That's still considered a friends with benefits.
Interesting.
You know, it could be somebody that lives or whatever. But it can weird a friendship if you're not good at sort of separating like sex and friendship. It can get a little weird. The situation can get messy if it's a matter of that time-old tale of unrequited love. You've got somebody that has fallen in love with you, or say you're falling in love with somebody else, and they're just like, no, I'm just gonna, I kind of like what we have going on. And if you can't, if they're not into it, then they're not into it. They don't want to be in a relationship. You can't force it.
Fuck you.
You can't. If you start having sex with somebody, all of a sudden you have a feeling, and it's like, oh God, great. Now you can't separate the feeling from the friendship, and now you're screwed.
want to say hello to Karen and Gabe for tuning in.
Hey, Karen. Hey, Gabe.
Gabe did our promo pictures. I can't wait to share the rest with you.
Oh, shit. And Karen was dying from the plague not too long ago, so she's feeling better now.
I'm glad she's back to being a human. That's great. Welcome.
So anyway, it could make other relationships, say you guys, you're friends with benefit, decides to actually start dating somebody, like not you. Again, that's totally okay. However,
they didn't even ask me.
Not up to you, bitch. Say they start, they find somebody that they want to be in a monogamous relationship with. If they're honest with this person, which they should be, it could make that relationship awkward if the other person knows someone that they up until just go on the regular when they felt like it. Conversations about the situation changing can be a little tricky too. So say you guys are friends with benefits, and say Felicia is my friend with benefits. And I decide that I want to start seeing somebody else, monogamously. Then how do you sort of have that conversation? Because you're not really together, so it's sort of like, okay, well.
I've seen some movies where they're like, well, I met this girl, and right, like, but it gets
right, and it gets a little right. It can get a little tricky because
you just want to walk out of the theater. You're like, oh my god,
you're not breaking up with the person because there's nothing to break up. But now you have to be like, okay, so there's somebody that I met, and now we can't sleep together. Like it's a really awkward conversation. And then of course you have.
Be comfortable.
Well, it can still be a complicated situation.
I'm putting it down on somebody else.
Oh God. And then of course you have psychos, and psychos are inevitable, and they happen. And these are the people who, and I kid you not, because it's happened to me, that do things like bring you lunch and never leave. I was actually, I ended up in like a 10-month relationship with someone who literally brought me lunch and never left. Because I slept with her once.
I need to interview people who used to.
Seriously. But there are some things that you can do to sort of delay the imprinting that leads to falling in love. And the falling in love is what can make a situation tricky. It can ruin a friendship. But from self-proclaimed sex geek Reed McCullough, I hate his last name. It's Mihalko. Reed Mihalko. He has what he calls slut protocols. He's a self-proclaimed slut. He can sleep with lots of people, and he has no problem with it or whatever. But he has certain things that certain rules that he sort of abides by to help with the whole. He's like the sort of a certain amount of detachment. He says that when you start with a
stick it in only.
My God, when you start with someone that you're kind of doing the friends with benefits thing, he says to try and keep it at first to maybe sleeping with this person only 1 or 2 times a month. If you start off immediately sleeping with this person like 1 or 2 times a week, that's going to start triggering all those endorphins and dopamine and things like that. You're like, oh my God, I love you. But if you took a break if you stepped away, you'd be like, oh, maybe I don't not really love you, not really.
Speaking of Sister
But, oh my God!
There she is. Thank you, Navi. It's gonna be a good compliment.
Oh, geez. If you start sleeping with somebody more than like once or twice a week, you're in a relationship, whether or not, regardless of whether you want to acknowledge it. Be aware of the amount of contact that you have with this person. Like again, especially if you're just starting off with a friends with benefits thing. If you are Facebook stalking them, if you are constantly text messaging them, if you are, you're friends, so it's like you can talk to them and whatever. But if you find yourself constantly posting on their page and constantly texting them and talk to me again, that it's your husband. But again, you know, too much contact like that, basically he calls it, you know, they're going to be your dopamine drug dealer. So that's they're triggering all those endorphins again. Yes. You know, so you want to make sure that you kind of keep that separate too. No sleepovers. Your friends with benefit is not going to be sleeping over. Oh my God, Felicia. Your friends with benefit should not be sleeping over.
Not even the quick.
No, there's no sleeping over.
It's raining outside. It was raining a couple days ago.
They have a fucking car. Been out.
I would make you drive in the storm.
I don't give a fuck where they go, but they can't stay here. No sleepovers. No weekend getaways again, because then you're going to be there for 3 days and, you know, doing nothing but having sex with this person, and you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. You need to make sure that that's not. You know, no, you can't do that. One thing that can actually help with trying to sort of delay that imprinting is things like group sex, which may or may not be for everybody. But if you're in a situation where you can have, you know, a threesome, a foursome, or moresome, then it's a different dynamic, and you don't really find yourself attached to one person. So that can really help. Multiple partners. If you have multiple friends with benefits, you know, if you have, you know, this,
your phone must be busy.
You know, why the hell not? You're not monogamous. You're not in a relationship. Who the fuck cares? And if you are,
that's the way that
you know,
if understand this, you have to be out of a relationship.
No, not necessarily. You don't have to be.
Or an open one,
right? You just don't want to be in like a monogamous relationship if you're doing this, because then that's just cheating and you're a dirty bastard. But if you're in a poly or, you know, whatever, non-monogamous, whatever, open relationship, however you want to, you know, do it, then that's, you know, that's fine and dandy. Then, you know, that's fine. But, you know, if you're in a if you're not in a relationship at all, have multiple partners. Who the fuck cares? Just be safe about it. Be safe about it.
Speed this up.
I'm working on it. You know,
now I got to talk fast.
When you, if you stop interrupting me, it'd be much easier.
I'm trying to talk to you.
You're talking over me. I'm just saying.
I converse with you.
I'm actually wearing a good thing. You know, once the boundaries have sort of been established, and you kind of figure out, okay, now we're comfortable. We're not really there in terms of feelings. Then you can start having sex with them more often. You can start adding things in, take a weekend, whatever. But you have to establish those boundaries first, and make sure that you talk about it. Talk about the relationship. Talk about, you know, don't be awkward with it. You know, just okay. So we've known each other for 5 years. We just had sex. What do we want to do? Do we want to keep going? What do we want to make sure that you talk about it? But yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm all for things with friends with benefits, as long as it's a mutual agreement between all parties and everybody is playing safe.
As long as everybody knows that they're being slutty together.
And play safe. I don't care who you are, play safe. Whether that means condoms, whether that means being on PrEP, whatever it is that you need to do, you need to play safe.
And if you're going to be raw, know your status. I know that we should not be advocating raw, but
it happens, and
if you are going to be raw, you need to know your status. We're all grown-ups watching this damn show.
You do. You need to, and you need to. All right, and you need to make sure that, you know, you're upfront with your partners if if you're regardless of status or whatever, so that everybody's on the same page and everybody is knows what's happening. So
you don't go, oh, I got herpes. Where did that come from?
Right. All right. What we got for the offbeat, Fefe?
Well, as you know, and as some of you may not know, because you don't do the things that I do when I watch TV shows in my own time. I don't watch Real Housewives or anything like that. But I did watch the
Don't you make fun of what I watch.
I didn't make fun of what you watch. So that's not my kink on the TV. Anyway, so Miley Cyrus was in charge of that MTV House on Sunday, and did she party?
I don't know what that means.
She partied like a rock star.
Do they still have that beach house?
That's Spring Break, and I meant the Video Music Awards.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Anyway,
I didn't watch it. Mainly because I don't care.
Miley changed like six times, I think. And I sent a message to Miley Mitchell, who's a local entertainer who likes to impersonate. What's up?
Miley Cyrus.
Anyway. And I like costumes. She even had all-star like 30 drag queen dancer party. and it was awesome. Though I could not understand the song. I need to go download her free album so I can listen.
I didn't understand the lyrics at all. It was like all I got was I smoke pot and
I smoke pot and something.
Something.
I'm starting to sound like my mother, and I need to look.
No idea what she was saying.
Anyway, so and one thing that got really weird is that Nicki Minaj called out Miley Cyrus in the middle of
I saw that clip, and that was totally staged and a bunch of horse shit, and it was totally a publicity stunt.
I'm reading articles that say this is why Nicki Minaj is telling the truth, and this is why Nicki Minaj is not, you know, like,
it was staged. It was bullshit. Nicki Minaj can't act, and it was like, you know what? You're a bitch.
It was almost like playground fighting.
It was stupid.
It was almost like,
it was thoroughly stupid. It was the worst thing I think I'd ever seen. It was lame. It wasn't even good acting. If you're gonna do something like that, at least pretend you can act.
Get ready for it. We're already worried about our future with Donald Trump. What future will we hold in 2020? Because Kanye has now declared. Let me mention that he was high as a motherfucking kite. But he's going to run for president in 2020.
He's such a tool. He really is. Like, he's
about how award shows are basically spoofs and that people are working hard and we all should get awards. That sounds like why we give kindergartners all a diploma.
Oh, look, we're all going to go ahead and play this game. Everybody plays Little League. You all get trophies. No, bitch, that's not how that works.
Did you graduate 8th grade?
No.
Did you graduate kindergarten?
No.
Okay.
I don't understand that. Like, what?
Put in place to let children feel like they are getting something.
I don't understand like that. I remember I came back to the States and I'm like, I don't understand what that is at all. Like,
you're like, I graduated the 2nd grade. I can't believe it.
I'm like,
my grandma got me a car. I can't drive it for like another 16 years.
Right. Like you passed 8th grade. Big fucking deal. I don't get what I don't.
When you graduate high school, it doesn't even.
I mean that I can see that would it's a you know. But seriously, 8th grade, what? Why? That's no. And Kanye is just a fucking egotistical tool who needs to just shut up already. Like, I am so sick of him. I really am. Like, seriously, every time he opens his mouth, he says something completely idiotic. You shut up. You shut your mouth.
I totally thought it was because if you watch on YouTube, was completely. He was high.
Well, of course he was.
Let's let it be. So a new thing. We're done with the offbeat, and the new thing that we're going to talk about here on the show is we're going to talk about LGBTQIA.
Very good. Nice job there. I'm impressed.
I've been working out.
Yeah. She's got it written down on her palm. Right. MNOP.
But I swear if we add any more acronyms, we might as well go alphabet like Google does. This bitch in Kentucky, KY nonetheless. I find that ironic. Will not sign any.
She won't issue right.
She won't issue any marriage licenses for same-sex couples.
And when asked why, she said by whose. They asked her by whose authority, and she said by God's authority. Meanwhile, she's on her 4th marriage. I believe that she
have a kid somewhere.
Something like that. I believe she also cheated on husband number 2 with husband number 3.
She believes in the sanctity of marriage.
And you know that the shit she's wearing is some polyester blend that is all like you can't wear mixed fabrics. Like it's separation of church and state, people. Separation of church and state.
Let's get to her hair.
God.
Her hair is worse than mine. This is new. Can't talk about it.
It's separation of church and state. You have a state job.
My question is, why hasn't she been fired?
Because they're backing her. Damn well that they're backing her.
And I know that people are like, no, the government would never do that.
Bullshit.
Yes, they would. Even if President Obama said, you need to get your shit together down
when
there.
you get into any job, there's generally a contract or an agreement that you sign that says that you are capable of performing all job duties as described. If your job duty says issuing marriage licenses and you don't do that, you can't perform your job duty and should be fired. She hasn't been fired because you know damn well that they're backing her up. It's Kentucky, for God's sake. They're quietly standing in the background. I'll bet any money that they are paying her legal fees, that they have her backed 100%.
So I think that all the gay people that I met in Kentucky should just go down there and protest these gentlemen that have been trying to get married. I wish I could start a GoFundMe to sue this lady.
There's no reason.
She has no rhyme or reason, and she's
God's authority, my ass.
And I saw this comment that said, you know what? God is standing there and he's like, I didn't give that bitch no authority. Wait till she comes up here. So
that's basically she's gonna get up there and they're gonna be like, hey, no.
I applaud those two gentlemen because I realized that it wasn't legal here, and I went to California.
It's legal. There is no. It is a federal. It's federal law. They cannot.
Why it's perfectly okay for her to get away with this?
It's not. That's the whole thing. If she wants to claim religious freedom, that's fine. She can do that, but she needs to go get another job. She can't just say, I refuse to do my job, because
I'm gonna go to Walmart.
You can't.
And I'm gonna refuse condoms to the straight couples because I don't believe in it.
Well, no, God says that you can't have sex. But it says that you're not allowed to spill your seed unless it's actually going somewhere. So you can't jack off. It can't go into a condom. So no condoms for you.
I should be like, God said that.
No, you can't. You're not allowed. By God's authority, you cannot spill your seed.
So
it has to go somewhere.
Well, that's what probably jump in here and saying that.
Oh, it's bad.
Breeder should not be breeding.
Well, yes, but God's law says so. You can't. This is my biggest issue when people use religion as an argument for shit like this. It's because they pick and choose. It's like, all right, you know what? Okay, so there's somewhere in there that says something about man shall not lie with man. However, shrimp being an abomination is mentioned more times than homosexuality. There's very specific things about sex and what you can and can't do. And the whole not spilling your seed thing.
What you think by commenting below, or if you're watching on YouTube, comment below. Let us know what you think about this lady being stupid. That's my opinion. I think.
I need to adjust this differently.
Play around with that. Yeah, have fun. So we also have another segment that was actually Freddy's idea. Freddy has great ideas sometimes. Sometimes it happens. He was on a roll on Monday.
Man, I'll tell you what. I had all sorts of ideas on Monday. I was like,
we can't tell them all. Don't tell them all. Okay. Don't tell them all.
I'm not gonna tell them all. I'm not gonna tell them all. I'm gonna tell them all. What
except for that jelly beans are coming
back. Fuck those jelly beans.
Oh, I need to find them so I can show you the little game.
They were on the floor over here the other night when I came in, so I don't know what happened to them after that.
Anyway, so we're gonna start another segment, and it's gonna be called Tea with Fefe. So if you see somebody doing something nasty, seeing somebody doing something dirty, doing something like not knowing,
we won't. There's no names or nothing. We're just gonna
like they doing some stupid shit. You want to call them out? I won't say no names. You don't have to tell me no names. I will just mention it, and I will not mention the source. Because if I mention the source, then a lot of people will be like, I don't know what that was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, there we go. That works.
You finally figured it out.
I think so. I'm okay. I promise. I got it. It's all right. It's good. It's good. I got it.
Anyway, we have the lowdown
shame
on a title holder that was performing this weekend and did not know his or her words.
Ooh, that shit pissed me off. Like, seriously, that is that is my biggest pet peeve. Everybody knows that I can't stand it when entertainers don't know their words anyway. But when you're a title holder,
you should really
a multiple title holder,
you should be really pulling out your classics. You should really be pulling
right, and you don't know your damn words to songs that everybody knows.
Oh.
And all you do is sort of open your mouth really wide. No, bitch. No. I've seen that happen so many times, and it drives me crazy. You don't know your words, don't do the song. Seriously.
That is the only tea that I'm send me a message on Facebook. Let me know the tea, and I will spill the tea for y'all.
Like, seriously.
Because I have been that person that has been chewed out because I didn't know my words, and I've not been that person in a while, and will.
I'm. There's a number that I've done before, but I haven't done it in a couple of years, and I'm doing it on Friday, and it's tricky. I
learned this from Barbara. I hear a song. I want that song. I download the song. I find the official lyrics. Please do your research, man.
Right.
Do your research. I find the official lyrics, and then I sing along with the song.
Well, yes, that's
no, like actually, like make it
right
come out of my mouth.
Right.
Not go.
Oh God.
Or as some people do.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Like, I sit there and I'll look at the lyrics, and I will listen to the song fucking over and over and over and over and over again. And if I hear that, you're like,
yeah, I'm gonna do this, and then you're like, wait, what did he say?
Yeah, you don't know your lyrics, don't do it. Like, I swear to God, I wish. And I don't pity tip anymore. So I don't care who you are. If I see you and you don't know your words,
what about new ones?
Nope, not getting my dollar.
Oh, you harsh.
I'm not fucking. If I have to get up there, know my words, and know my shit, and do it right.
Will somebody tell the new babies not to walk around so much? It's hard to tip them. Even when they're doing a good job, they walk around a lot.
The one thing I've tried to tell people, like when I'm mentoring and when people ask me questions, is when you move, you should have
a reason.
There should be a reason to move. There should be something that you're doing, somewhere that you're going, a reason that you're going from point A to point B, because otherwise you're just wandering and you look lost.
We are bringing back Freddy and Fefe at the movies, but this one this week is really going to be Freddy because I haven't really been watching TV or Netflix.
Yeah, I've been watching all sorts of stuff. All right. I've got a few things for you. And this is, not everybody has Netflix, not everybody has Hulu. I have both because for what?
It's free. The one
I have Hulu and Netflix, which is why I have both for my.
Oh, do you know that
Hulu has Showtime?
Yes. But I'm a little bit pissed at Hulu. I'm paying my little $5.99 or whatever the
right
every month, and they're coming out with a second tier where it's commercial free for $12.99.
Oh, I didn't see that.
This is the world I live in. I have to know this.
I'll have to find that because I hate the commercials. I think it's stupid.
I hate that you hate it.
Right, and you get commercials. That's my biggest pet peeve with Hulu. Anyway, okay, on Netflix there's a few good things out right now. I'm a fan of documentaries. I don't know, I'm kind of addicted to documentaries, whether it's National Geographic or historical documentaries, like World War II documentaries. I'm always a fan of. It's just, I don't know. But for those of you who haven't seen it, I Am Divine, which is a documentary about Divine, is on Netflix right now. If you have Netflix, I highly recommend watching it.
You're going to become a drag queen. You need to watch
Well, yes, but not even a drag queen. Like, Divine was a huge icon in the gay community. you know.
But I'm just saying
right.
Walk around the stage.
Right. But I highly recommend watching I Am Divine. It's a good documentary. As far as like a series that I'd recommend on Netflix, I just got done watching The Look of Love, which is it's only, I think it's got 8, maybe 9 episodes, something like that. It's more of a mini series, but it's about the a jazz band in the 1920s, I believe, in London. The Louis Lester Band. And it was it's really well done. It moves well. Acting is great. Music is meaning. It's not like you're not going to sit there and go over get on with it.
God. Freddie recommended this movie. It's so funny.
Right. But it's good. The music is great if you're a fan of, like, you know, jazz and 1920s and 30s era music. The movie I'd recommend right now on Netflix is called Welcome to Me, and it's got Kristen Wiig in it.
Ooh, I like her.
It's not like a silly comedy. It's got some funny bits in it, but it's not really designed to be all that funny. It's about a woman who I believe is bipolar and borderline, and decides to stop taking her medication and sort of self-medicate. And
it's a true story.
What she decides to do, I don't believe so. What she decides to do is, she wins the lottery. So she goes off her medication, she wins the lottery, and she walks into a television network and says, I want to do a talk show. They say, okay, what do you want to do the talk show about? She said, me. So she does this talk show, and it's all about her. It's all about, like, it's just...
I'm not bipolar, I promise.
It's interesting. Like, it's a little bit of a dark comedy, because anybody that's ever had to deal with any sort of mental illness, whether it's borderline, whether it's bipolar, whatever it is, they're not fun disorders. So you can imagine somebody that isn't medicated, someone that has voluntarily gone off their meds, trying to
host a
talk show all
her name is Wendy Williams.
About herself. Like, it's a little definitely a little darker, but it's actually really good. Could be triggering for some people, so just keep that in mind. On Hulu, there's 3 shows that I'm currently watching right now. If you haven't started watching it, I highly recommend watching Difficult People. It's produced by Amy Poehler, and it is just so wrong and so fucked up, but so worth it. Elementary is all 3 seasons are now on Hulu right now. And it's sort of a take on Sherlock Holmes, and it's got Lucy Liu as Watson, who's
that's sexy.
Actually, yes, it's a really good Sherlock Holmes is in this version of it is a recovering addict. And Lucy Liu, her name is Joni Watson, and she plays his sober living companion. Someone who is designed to go live with somebody once they get out of rehab and kind of keep an eye on them for 6 weeks or whatever. But that's her job. She was a surgeon. Something happened. She no longer has her license. Blah blah blah. But it's good. It's a different take on things. But he's still got sort of the neuroses that go along with all the Sherlock things. And the Hot Wives series, which are not the same as the Housewives series. It's a parody of, like, the Housewives.
And then I could watch this.
So it's like, I think there's Hot Wives of, I want to say, Atlanta, and then there's a new one that's Hot Wives of Las Vegas, and oh my god, this shit is crazy, and it's hysterical because it's a total spoof on there's one scene where, like, 2 of them get together because they want to they want to meet for lunch and talk about how they don't want to be friends anymore. I mean, they can still hang out, but they don't want to be friends anymore. No, they don't want to be friends. And then somebody else shows up and says, I was supposed to, as long as we're here, I'd like to, why don't we all talk about how we just don't want to be friends anymore? So you end up with like seriously, there's like 6 of them sitting around this table that are all like, okay, so all right, well, you know, I don't really know you, but I don't want to be friends with you anymore either. Okay, so that's great. And then you have like the one on the side that's not really anybody, but she keeps showing up, and they're like, "You're not a hot wife. Go away. Like you're not one of the housewives. Go away." It's funny. Like you need to watch it.
I can watch parodies. I can watch parodies until the sun comes
out.
But I will have to check some of these out. You know, I go off these lists.
You watched Horns because I said so.
No, I watched it
actually at the same time.
Did you?
That was the
oh, that was weird.
Like get.
But no, those are my picks. For Netflix, I Am Divine, The Look of Love, and Welcome to Me. And on Hulu, Hot Wives, Elementary, and Difficult People. All good shows, all ones I'd recommend. I'll see what I can.
I want people to know that Freddy does not
work away from home and may or may
not have time to watch these things.
Whatever, you don't know me. But no, that's true. Actually, I work at home, you know, so it's.
I have to go somewhere when I get my bus tokens.
Your bus tokens. Fuck. So okay, upcoming events. What have we got going on?
You're gonna be at our lounge on Friday.
I am.
Sonia J for her first Friday show, which is themed the
Circus Sideshow, and I've got some interesting numbers coming up.
Which I can picture you being kind of sick with this.
Yes and no. My last number is a little.
Keep it calm?
Well,
I know the Kinky show was a little. The pictures look a little.
I think I surprised some people with that one. But there's I've got one number in mind that's a little more twisted than like it's not super twisted, but it's sort of like okay. Yeah, but that'll be fun. That's at our lounge. And there's a couple people have canceled, so we're kind of.
Do you need performers?
Actually, you should talk to Sonia. No, I'm dead serious.
You know, I got costumes.
Do you have something that's circus themed? You can't do carousel. She's already doing that.
Oh fuck.
But you could totally get away with your
my birds in pink.
Is that? You can do your Grace Jones too. That's a little freaky.
Oh yeah.
See, I think you should talk to her.
Being naked again.
You're fine. Send her a message. Seriously.
Let me do it now. Anyway,
let's see. What's next?
You've got your Gospel Hangover on the Saturday, and that's happening at the Refuge Cafe.
Send me a message asking if it's on. I have already asked for it to be on Sunday. I do not run the scheduling.
We're going to have a Gospel Hangover on Saturday. That doesn't make sense.
I wish that it was brunch, but that's cliche in this town. So it's on Saturday, and it's at night. Like some people go to church on Saturday night that I have never understood because I never did it as a kid. But do what you want.
That's just
show
weird.
Up, be nice. I'm asking for extra prayers because I'm dealing with a family situation. But that is no reason to come. But we are featuring Sister Navi Ho, who is raising money for her AIDS walk. Not all of us are raising money for AIDS walk. Some of us are raising money for other purposes. Dee Coulter, who is actually going to be my first live singer.
Mm.
And I was on the edge, you know, because you know how you get the live singer,
right?
And you're like, look at those people walk out the door.
Right, cigarette break, and then never come back.
He impressed me so much because I went to the Rebel Divine talent show.
Oh, fun!
And he started singing right there on the middle of the thing.
Nice.
I said, "Oh, I have this hangover," and he was like, and I was like, "Oh, well, come on through."
Nice.
And we also have Miss Brittany Summers, who is a newbie.
But she's not that new. She's performing now for another couple. She's performing for like a couple years now.
Oh, I thought you said
a couple weeks.
No.
Like, well,
she's been performing for like a couple years already.
But next week.
Next week, I am on my own, ladies and gentlemen. So it'll be a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing it from my house. I'm not dragging everything here and bothering Scotty.
Lights will not.
No, the lighting will not be as good at my house. I'm just going to throw that out there. But it'll be okay.
You can borrow them. My God.
I am not dragging this shit back and forth. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need it. It's good. The people will understand. It's okay. But yeah, I am on my own next week.
You're not totally on your own.
This is true. We have a special guest. His name is Rashawn Houston. He's a singer, songwriter, actor. He's a multi-talented man. And
is it CC
Peniston?
Yes,
so. So that'll be fun. We'll be talking to him, and I might see if if somebody wants to
get him this thing on air.
I might.
You're watching. That's why I set up.
I might see if I find somebody to host with me too. So if Rashawn has to leave or whatever, I'm not just sitting here talking to myself.
Sophia St. James, I nominate you.
Okay, you can't just. No, you're not gonna.
She's at a show, so she won't know that she's been
nominated. Right, and you're not gonna be here, so you have no say.
I will watch. Don't you?
I will find. I will find somebody. Oh, just you wait.
Watching it will be under my boy name.
Because I don't know what that is, and I'll have no idea that you're watching. That's oh shit. So definitely tune in next week because I'm gonna need some support. It'll be my first time flying solo.
It's not easy.
I'm also not Felicia.
You don't take 2 hours to get ready.
This is true. I don't take 2 hours to get ready in the bathroom.
Freddy will be ready on
time. So this is actually pretty good.
Right.
I won't be on the bathroom to talk to you.
Right. We'll have him on. It'll go great, and then
nothing will break.
Nothing will break, and yeah. Well, that was kind of annoying.
It was something
we got over.
It's fine. We got it.
So the people on iTunes might fucking hate us later.
No, it's all right. We'll get it. It'll be
fuck. I have to earn that explicit rating on iTunes.
Explicit rating on it.
So if you don't know, go ahead and go to iTunes. You can go ahead and enter our podcast version of this show. And so if you miss a show, you subscribe to our podcast, and boom, the next day you'll get it right there in your podcast subscription.
I mean, granted, you can't look at us, but sometimes that's probably for the better. I'm just saying.
I would be questionable. I'm talking about myself. Yeah. And we're hitting 902. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And we appreciate you. So many people have joined, but not as many of you chatting along with us.
We want more chatting. We want.
If you're watching us after, I
love you.
If you're watching us during and you haven't said a damn thing,
better say something.
Right, you can. It is possible to. It's possible to live chat with us. We don't know. If you follow the link that we post on Facebook, if you log into your YouTube account, you're actually able to live chat with us, and we love doing that because we love being able to interact with our audience. So
yeah. We appreciate Patricia, Karen, Gabe, Jimmy, and Sister Nobby Ho for joining us with the conversation.
And Sophia St. James jumped in briefly as well. So
yes. And we want to thank our sponsors.
Phoenix Movie Bears.
Sorry. You can go to phoenixmoviebears.com, and they are responsible for running our website. They are wonderful. They are terrific.
They are. I love the movie bears.
I would be a hot mess without them. We want to thank Gabe King Photography. I'm sorry. A hot mess on the internet. Oh, well. Anyway, Gabe King Photography, thank you so much.
He makes us look good.
Well,
okay, he makes me look good.
Some people might question
God, these pictures. Okay, I'm just really quick. I'm just going to throw a disclaimer out there. Any pictures that Felicia posts within the next few days are
that made us trigger an emotion.
We do not condone violence of any sort, violence against women, violence against men, domestic violence, or
being drunk, or
public intoxication, right? Just
all the
any possible. Oh my God! Okay, it's time to go. We're done. Oh my God! Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and be sure to join me next week with my special guest, Rashawn Houston. Are we gonna try the music?
Are we?
Try it. Why not? See, we'll see.
All right. You got
All right. No. Stop.
Why is it coming through like that? This is muted.
Because it's coming through your speakers. Stop it.
I can play the music.
Don't come to me between.
Turn off. Stop.
I know what it is. God damn it. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.